and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and today's video is 5 things to expect versus RB Leipzig. RB Leipzig versus Manchester United, final week of the group stage, and this is a massive game for Manchester United. If we draw, we go through. If we win, we go through. But if we lose, we probably won't go through unless Istanbul beat PSG, which would be bloody brilliant, I'm not going to lie. I would love PSG to go down into Europa League because I hate PSG, but I can't see them losing to Istanbul. But this is a massive game for Manchester United. We take on RB Leipzig, and this is my 5 things to expect series for the Manchester United versus RB Leipzig game, where I talk about 5 things I expect to see, from predicted lineup, predicted scoreline, things I expect Ollie to do, strengths, weaknesses, Leipzig's strengths and weaknesses, and more. So yeah, and this is probably our biggest game since the Leicester game at the end of last season. It's like, we can't lose. We can draw, we're fine. We can win, we're fine. We can't lose. And you know what? It's a difficult game. Leipzig are a great team, but I'm actually quite confident because whenever Ollie's job's on the line, and I think if we lose this, Ollie's job is on the line, Manchester United seem to play well. I think one thing we've learnt this season is the players do play for Ollie, because whenever we're doing badly, all of a sudden Ollie's job's on the line and then we play well and win. So I think because this is such a big game, you know, I'm actually quite confident that we'll get something out of it, because we just seem to play better when Ollie's job's on the line. And I think, you know, there's a lot of pressure on Ollie if he does not win this, or if we go back into Europa League, there's a lot of pressure on Ollie. So I actually do expect Manchester United to deliver. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. 5 things to expect versus RB Leipzig. So please hit that like button, subscribe down below, share this video. And before I get into the first thing I expect to see, which is the lineup I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will use versus RB Leipzig, I've just got to tell you that this video is sponsored by the OneFootball app. To download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is click the link in my description. It should be in like the second line of my description. You can download the OneFootball app for absolutely free. Now, the OneFootball app is an app I use all the time, and you literally download the app for free, click on the app. As soon as you're on the app, it comes up with all the relevant news stories, news articles. You know, you put your team in, so it'll do relevant stories on your team. Literally, there's just all the news on there, transfer news, everything you need to know. It will update you on the fixture list, it'll update you on the scoreline, it'll update you on transfer rumours, it'll update you on like the Premier League table, the Champions League table. Everything you need to know about football is on the OneFootball app, and I would very much highly recommend downloading it and using the OneFootball app, as it's a brilliant app. But yeah, let's get into my first thing to expect, which is my predicted lineup. Now, for my predicted lineup, I know that Fred can't play, and I think that Matic will play because he offers a lot of more defensive intent, and we just need to draw. We're almost playing not to lose rather than playing to win, because we don't need to go there and win. We've got to go there and not lose, and I think Ollie will play not to lose. And there's a part of me that thinks he could either do Matic, McTominay and Bruno. There's a part of me that thinks he could do the diamond with Matic, McTominay, Bruno and Pogba. But in midfield, I've gone with Matic, Pogba and Bruno. And why have I gone with Matic, Pogba and Bruno? Because Pogba scored a goal, his confidence will be up. We know how important Bruno is, and Matic is our best defensive cover. Now, we know that when we played Matic, Pogba, Bruno as our midfield 3, we actually played some of the best football we played all season. However, there's a part of me that thinks we could do 2 CDMs, and there's a part of me that thinks we could do the diamond. But this is my predicted lineup on the screen. As you can see, I've gone with Henderson in goal just because I'm not sure what's going on with De Gea. I don't know what's his injury like. I've gone with Lindelof and Maguire, although I would like to see Tuanzebe, and maybe if we do a 5 at the back, Tuanzebe would play, but I think he's going to go Lindelof and Maguire because he just won't rest them at the moment. He doesn't trust anyone else, and I don't even think he trusts Lindelof and Maguire. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka and Tele, there are only really fullback options at the moment. Then obviously I think Cavani and Martial are out, so that is really limited options for the front 3. We've almost got no one on our bench, which is a little bit worrying, especially because we've got the Man City game after this. But I've gone with Jesse Lingard over Mata, just because Jesse Lingard offers a bit more defensive support. I think Mata's better going forward. Mata's a more technical player, but I think in a game like Leipzig, Jesse Lingard's pace, the fact that he just runs and never gives up, and I think his defensive support would be a little bit more important than Mata. So I think he could give Jesse Lingard a run in, or maybe even Dan James, but I think Jesse Lingard offers a little bit more in terms of if we're playing not to lose, because you know how Jesse Lingard came on versus Leicester and sort of did all the running around and just, you know what I mean. I think he'll play Greenwood at striker, because Greenwood looked really effective at striker for the second half when he played versus West Ham, and I really want to see Greenwood at number 9 more, and I think he'll play Rashford on the left. However, he could play Daniel James and Rashford on the right. You don't really know. He could play the diamond. It wouldn't surprise me if he played the diamond, or maybe 5 at the back with Rashford and Greenwood as split strikers, as we don't really have any other attacking options. But I think that's the lineup we'll see, or something similar to that. But it's really hard to predict how Ollie's going to go, because he's playing to not lose rather than playing to win. So, you know, he could play 5 at the back system, but we don't have many for centre-backs. I don't really know how Ollie's going to line up, but that's my predicted lineup. Comment down below your predicted lineup, or just the lineup you want to see Manchester United use, because I do read and reply to a lot of my comments. So let me know how you think Ollie will approach this game. Second thing is, big games equal wins for Manchester United. Now, hear me out. Whenever we go into a big game and there's a bit of pressure on Ollie, it's a must-win game, we do deliver. Manchester City, Tottenham last season, not this season, not Tottenham this season, but we beat Manchester City 3 times last season, we beat Chelsea 3 times last season, we beat Tottenham just after we dropped points to Villa and, you know, Ollie's job was on the line. We beat Everton, who were in brilliant form, and Ollie's job was on the line. And, you know, if we lose, we're in the Europa League and Ollie is under so much pressure. And I said this in my intro, Manchester United seem to deliver in the most high pressure circumstances. That Leicester game, there was so much pressure on us and we didn't play well, but we delivered. You know, we just needed to not lose. And this is like the Leicester game, we just need to not lose. And I just think, you know, with leadership and mentality of Bruno Fernandes, the players obviously play for Ollie. I think that we're not going to lose, and I could look like a complete mug if we lose, and I'm going to be really disappointed if we're playing on Thursday nights and we lose. But I just have this feeling about Manchester United, this confidence, and it's, whenever I think we're going to win, we don't win, and whenever I think we're going to lose, we win. So this is maybe not a good thing, but I just have a little bit of confidence going into the game that, you know, we are going to play for Ollie. The third thing I want to talk about is pace could be very important, and that's why Rashford, Greenwood and Lingard are the front three I have chosen. Okay, we saw the impact of Rashford's pace when he came on as a sub and got a hat-trick. RB Leipzig could not deal with his pace because he kept breaking through the line. Once he broke through the defensive line, they couldn't catch him. Like Upamecano, Konaté, they're all quick centre-backs, but Marcus Rashford is so quick. And as we saw versus West Ham, he has the pace to break the line. He can make those runs that break the line. And I think Rashford's pace, I think Greenwood has pace, I think Lingard has pace. I think pace is going to be really important in this game. Also, Upamecano is suspended for RB Leipzig, so their best centre-back and their quickest centre-back is injured. So even more importantly, the pace of Rashford could be important, because especially I feel like we could be playing counter-attacking because we're playing not to lose, where Leipzig are playing and they have to win. Leipzig have to win. So they're going to attack us. So I think we could be set up to counter-attack, and I think pace is going to be really important in this game. The fourth thing I expect to see, which links sort of to the second thing I was talking about, is captain mentality. We need leaders on the pitch, and I think a lot of this game is going to be about mentality. We've seen this season, we've gone behind, what, 5 times in away games and won all 5. We've won all 5 away games we've gone behind in, and that's because we have leadership mentality of Bruno Fernandes. We saw how awful we were in the first half versus West Ham without Bruno Fernandes. I think we've got leadership mentality on the pitch, we've got quality on the pitch, we have quality players that can produce quality moments, but I think mentality is going to be really important in this game. And if we start like we started versus West Ham, we are not going to win. We are going to lose if we start how we start versus West Ham. So it's really important that Manchester United are concentrating for the full 90 minutes. If we have a poor first 45 minutes like we do whenever we go away from home, Leipzig are a team that will probably batter us for that. They'll probably be 3-0 up rather than 1-0 up like West Ham. So Manchester United, you really got to be switched on the full 90 minutes. And I think, you know, the first half versus West Ham will give us a kick up the bum. I think Bruno Fernandes will be starting, and I think it's really important that we actually are good for 90 minutes rather than shit for 45 minutes and then good for 45 minutes, because Leipzig will punish us. The fifth and final thing I expect to see is Manchester United to win 2-1. I am going to back Manchester United, which isn't always a good thing because whenever I back us we do not win. But I'm going to back Manchester United. I just think we're going to play for Ollie. We're on a good run of form. I thought we actually played quite well versus PSG, believe it or not. So I'm going to say we're going to win 2-1. The only thing I'm worried about is no attacking depth on the bench. We've only really got Rashford and Greenwood fit, I believe. Igalo's not good enough. There's Dan James Mata and Lingard on the bench for attacking depth, but you know what I mean. They're not Martial and they're not Cavani, even though Martial's been poor. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is if we go behind, who are we going to bring off the bench? So that's the only thing I'm worried about, but I'm going to predict Manchester United to win 2-1. But yeah, that's 5 things to expect versus RB Leipzig. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Please hit that like button, just go down below, share this video, comment your thoughts. Thank you for watching.